Tena nyabani story again.
I think when I told it's because of last week's the last episode, yeah. Last episode we got a lot of judgment. Like, hey,
Where's the guy? Can you send him paparazzi?
Oh man, hey. So this I tell you sopa.
Oh, sopa.
So what is C? Wow, in fact.
I was coming down.
You match some yum. Yes, Tsugila, no Tsugila,
Last episode, how did you feel about last episode? Great pleasure.
And I'm online, I come home.
You have pneumonia about mixed emotions. I don't know how many times and the following I have been a one going to drop. Sorry. But then I've been a phone. How you got But yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th episode of Random Convoz, where you always know that there are random chats and also the talk is so real. It's your boy Mr. Adese, aka you know the guy with no tooth, the freestyling crook with the image of a skinny fool. I want to shoot a cat and line. As always, I'm not alone in Yaman and when I am, you know what they say, it's not over until the fat lady sings.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vuyolo Papu, VP, the brand, Mfaz Gamkwanazi. Sorry. Otherwise, Random Convos. How do you feel about last week's episode?
I'll be honest, it's the first episode that I didn't watch.
You? Give me a episode. And no cameraman.
Hi, fuck
The first episode, Coco is saying that, you know, I just watched them back just to see, okay, maybe this, because what we're doing is we're still in the early stages, so we're fixing whatever. Oh, this is not a need to work on. But okay, I put the first shot, ne? Watched it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this one. And I can't upload the shots to advertise. I'll just upload, and not watch again. Upload, not watch again. I'm not saying I was embarrassed though. I'm saying I'm happy it happened.
Yeah.
Because it showed us in the Yobanga Bana, and I want people that follow us to understand the fact that we are in the process of growing this thing and just understanding and me myself, I thought it was gonna be something fun. I thought it was gonna be fun because we're drunk and it's gonna be lit, yeah. But then I noticed, and what I noticed is that we were everywhere. You know, there was no conversation, there was constructive.
It was chaotic.
Yeah.
That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't want
Hi, master. Hima.
Yeah, man. But
if you were to buy now, and I have many years been shout up and talk to the nomest. We manage.
yeah, but yeah.
When how do you feel, Gab, about this about the episode?
I didn't watch it, Kwam.
Some deep long the message about episode.
That's why I got no feeling.
We learn, we grow, we move.
And that's very important. And what we should take from this is the fact that it shows even our followers and subscribers and people that love us that actually watch the episodes. It actually shows them that we are real when we are saying we are authentic, and we'll never change anything that we say. If we look at it and say, this is embarrassing, regardless of how it came out, it's gonna come out and you're gonna get it as authentic and as raw as it is, and that's what we actually take pride ngati. But moving forward,
Was it proud?
huh? Take pride. Why so long in the negative? Yeah, very negative, Choma. Negative. Anyway, moving on to episode 4. I don't know where to start, man. Should we start with the fact that you guys actually want us to take your surnames? So amankazana afuna uba ngotata bekhaya in a way. They're trying to take over.
Personally, I feel I'm not a feminist. Number one, if you don't understand, right? I'm not a feminist. I will never be a feminist. I don't believe in 50-50 rule. And also the way I see things, I don't believe in that. Indoda nje ibe yindoda ngendlela yayo. We understand. There are certain things esiyesixabane ngazo as nenye gender, but lesson hectic.
But would you say you would marry me? Would you want me to be Uyolani Papo? Why? Yeah, go.
I understand.
Never.
I understand because
I saw Look Love getting so emotional, could not tipo touch metro. And I was like, good Look Love, ufuna no lila, uti emotional way kuye. I was like,
ufuna mthathu ifani.
no, she was actually saying why, like she was fighting for it. She was for it, like Lawe, and then Ulanika Utibo made a mockery. And then Mapina was some like he was trying to get accommodate the feelings but Kumi was like, just be honest. Yeah, well, just be honest. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, just be honest. Just be honest. Opinion yako. My opinion is, and if I am gonna marry any woman, regardless of how it happens, uzaba ngu ban chojana. Like, and yas nova what the world is trying to evolve to, and it's very scary.
Ingxaki eradioing ne ndiyam-understand was it in radio, right? Eradioing kaloku uyakhansilishwa. Once ube over emotional and you start stating your own personal facts, which ngamanye amaxesha are actual facts. You can't say that. Sikwi-podcast ke thina ngoku sizawutsho
the actual facts.
Mna, for me, I would never do that. That is wrong. Guys, when you say you are a Mrs., you are married, you take your man's surname, ukuba wandise ntoni, i-lineage yakhe, i-bloodline yakhe. You are there to be the helper, you are a woman. Le nto yobana lo 50-50 nale feminism, I'm against it mna.
But
confidently so.
There was also a girl Kabawaye often and akayazi bloodline roots is a family yakhe.
Sure.
Sorry. So nje kunjalo ne ifani yakhe i1 ayaziwa. So wachata nomjita. And lo mjita Kaba, what that guy did was, okay, I'll take your surname. No, but abantwana can take your surname.
So that you were
So that you bene ikula. The guy married the girl, but for by ikula family yake, so that at least abene bloodline by ikulisa. And yazi ke babaza
when ucinga ntoni ngaloo, like wena xa uzijonga uyithetha ucinga ntoni?
Me, I don't even think that story is real, but it was told and actually saying that it actually happened. For me, it's like, now what are we saying? Are we saying, okay, now the question now, when are you an orphan, right? Ayikho ifani exist here. For example, Papu. Bakhono Papu. Ongabaziyo.
For the fact that ndithi ndingumuntu obhinqileyo ndifune i-bloodline. Into ye-bloodline does not belong to a woman. A woman is there to give children.
Facts, boy.
No, the problem like people are just inheriting izinto ezi-Western too much to a point where we don't realize why you guys want to be men. You guys want to be men. You get a girl, ohlala eClifton, umzekelo, ajole nawe. that girl's gonna think she is the man of the relationship because she has money, she has what, she has what. Angakuniki platform because ngizakwenza umzekelo.
Like ngilebe thinga ngayo bra.
No, ngizakwenza umzekelo ngomama. Umama went to a high school, went to grade 12 wakhe. Then umama uya at a later stage college. Akaya esikolweni wayophangela. Wadibana notatam. Utatam wayephangela wayephangela kwa-public works ne. Banzayibeka kanjani ngoku? Kuba nabantu kuthiwa ngonontende wayengunontende. And utatam wayepeya imali encinci kunomama. Right? But umama wayepeya more money because she was a clerk eDagama. Clerk. Yeah. Waye clerk eDagama. So umama used to say, indoda xa udibana nayo uyayibona i-potential yayo yokhula, which ke yeah, indoda uyayibona. Ndino-opinion yam when it comes to that.
We need to get back to that.
We are gonna get back to it.
If silibele urane around it, ucho cap ne?
No.
Convoz.
Nizanimamela, let me cook, right? And then uthi umama utata wayepeya 17 rand, right? And then yena epeya more, andisakhumbula uba wayesipeya malini. But utatam wakhula, utatam wafunda, umama ekhona wafunda, wakhula, wafunda, wanyuselwa emsebenzini. And then my dad had more money than my mother. Wakwazi ufundisa umamam.
I think that's how most men, like in life, a man's life goes. A man's life, like they are always thinking forward. You are thinking about the money at the moment.
Yeah.
What a man does when he's relaxing and he's alone is like, okay, how can I?
It's a plan.
How can I?
Not about.
And there are always ideas that, okay, if I have this idea and I think I'm good. Like for example, us just sitting together and saying let's build a podcast and let's try to get money. And then like not so long ago, I think it was in 30 minutes ago, me and Gabe were talking about any business venture, you know. So I think that's how men are built naturally.
Not ababa to quantum in
Okay, my man.
So Diaglendo iti. Where was I going with this? Okay, so Diaglendo iti. My dad at that time, right? He didn't have money. As he did have money, right? But wayengenayo elingana nika mama okanye ngaphezulu kunika mama. But my mother decided, wasn't a decision, but he's going to stick with my dad. And that did not invalidate okanye did not funa usebenzisa isixhosa zange utata ingamqualify into yoba bengutata kwabantwana bakhe. You get my point?
Unique platform.
No, do what you must. I'll take care of izinto zasendlini. I'll take care of the rent. Babe rent ayizonto. I'll take care of the rent. Wena sebenza angabikho. Sebenza wena, do your thing. I'll take care of rent. I'll take care of the house. And then when you're going to take care of this and that, because I know imali yakho incinci, but we're going to do the sense so it and wakhula uyabo. Ndiye ke ngoku kule point ithi mna, I said to my mom, mna, I'm not gonna lie, and so ndiyenze loo nto because what amaxesha awafani and people are not the same
generation,
right? Because during that era kamama notata, it was their era. Ngoku kule era sikuyo uzodibana nomesto namhlanje esisikoro
kangekayiva
phakwasathi
ayimlaka isikoro ezami ne-cows ke
sakwenzela umzekelo ngam mna I met yena andifuna umbiza igama because uzocinga ubalulekile. Uyabo?
I think I know you speaking about.
Ndathi kuye lo mntu lele, I was still young then, lo mntu lele uyavuka kuba nto umuntu qaniba inobukhuleleli because elokishini mosi
after high school.
Yes, this is right after high school. Elokishini si ubanela mentality yoba xa ungumjito uyaguma uyabo uyazama lo muntu lo ubiziwe emajonini uba makayoba lijoni usandophunywa esikolweni fresh out of high school noba 2 years 3 years bakhwele evenini bayahamba bayojoyina i-army yonke into igqityiwe wehlike emotweni uthi uyoyika qalapho ke ukuba yindoda, the definition of being a man, how do you define like being a man, ubudoda ubujani?
Look, man, I'll tell you, I've felt weak and I've felt strong as a man. But I've felt the weakest when I couldn't do, especially after I already
Yeah.
I felt the weakest when I looked and then couldn't do nothing about it. I said punch you and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's when I felt weak, and sometimes this is like
Yeah.
people, like even the people that you were like, you've seen me at my highest, you know, like,
yeah.
and then I go and say like, you are a fucked up person, knowing very well that at your highest this is what you do.
Right.
So they just forget.
Sure.
But me as a man, I don't want to lie. I do want you. I do want you to feel like I do want you to feel like sometimes, but you know what? Kaken manzen's a week, so I play my role.
As a man, facts.
If you are gonna try to be a man while I'm trying to be a man, that relationship will not last, because now the two ways roles. I want to be taken care of. Like now, I always make it simple. This is how I always make it simple. Indombazana ifuna utata. Indoda ifuna umama. That's how it works. Let me elaborate. A girl, good boyfriend, wants the protection of her father. If you cannot protect her, especially people like you that grew with their father and mother, because there are people that were not that fortunate, but they still look for that.
Sure.
Because it's like human nature, whereby a female is gonna look for your father, and a male is gonna look for a mother. If you look at it as abanwana, even with your child, a male child is fonder mama. They're soft, they just want their mother. They feel sad when their mother is not there.
It's not around.
Exactly. But with the girls want to communicate with their fathers.
That's true.
Yes, you spend time with your son.
Protection and have that sense of validation.
Yes, you'll spend time with your son as a father. Yes, you'll spend time with your son. Yes, you'll talk to your son over the phone. However your situation is, I'm not trying to judge anyone. However your situation is with your child, I don't know. That does not concern me. What I'm trying to say, whatever the situation is,
this man, so it does not concern you. You are a father.
Whatever. I'm not here trying. I'm not here trying to judge anyone. I'm not here trying to judge anyone, Chomam. What I'm trying to say, Kowe, is I don't know their stories. What I'm trying to say, Kowe, is that yes, you might spend time with your son, but I'll tell you right now, your son loves their mother more than you. But your time is very special because sometimes it comes once off. So they're only trying to make you proud. That's the only thing that the child is trying to do. They're trying to make the father proud when it's a son. They're trying to say, okay, my father was a footballer. I played football. My father was a rugby player. But with you, it's just being soft and looking for that love, looking for the comfort, looking for, you know, and that's where they're called sissies, but they're not really sissies because outside, they actually become boys. We're gonna play. But inside, mama, and then with the girls are now having this thing with their mothers, but with the father is very soft with the girls. Boyfriend. The father is very soft with the girl wants burger, you're like, hey, it's my last cent, but okay, give that now. Okay, give that now. Okay, give that now. Okay, give that now. So that's how the whole dynamic works.
So, when don't you think, ukubana, the reason why a pattern has been disturbed? Because remember, most of abantu
Human
come
nature
from
is not human nature
broken
anymore.
homes,
Because
yes.
people are trying to create their own agenda of how it should be like, only because they are trying to accommodate themselves. They're trying to make their miserable lives not miserable anymore. And I'm being honest, and I'm trying to be as like.
And besides that, not even being miserable, but Crime City, a pattern is disturbed. Like, we're supposed to have family dynamic. No child deserves to grow up with one parent. You understand? So the fact umzekelo umile andizuthu umila kana eSouth Africa because I'm surrounded by my brothers, right? And I do have male people ebomini bakhe. But indo yobana, we can't run away from the fact that a pattern is disturbed because umama no tata, they're not in the same room. So there is going to be the reason why this generation is like this, because lando your family dynamic because local people just have children just for the sake. Do
you know what guys do? Do you know what guys do sometimes? They say, hey, that girl is very beautiful. Hey, I'm loose.
Okay.
So now the main point of having a child,
because this is a but on regards to younger yes name and stuff, I feel like especially amantombazane.
tell you right now, it's miserable people trying to make their lives easier.
Miserable people trying to make their lives easier. How?
Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted. You see, if you are born in a cultural place where you know where you belong,
yeah,
I belong here, and this is how it works. Now what happens is, if you look at those people, there's no one there is no one and just decides, you know what?
They made a choice.
You know what? Yeah, it's always people that are trying to meet themselves halfway. Abazane's ideas. They're trying to make their lives easy because they are suffering because of reality, instead of just facing the reality that this is what's happening, this is what's happening, this is what's happening.
There was a clip years ago. This girl, EFF. So this guy, I think he's a news reader, he's a news host. So I don't know what interview they were doing, but I only got that clip and I saved. And she was like, roses, because she was the only female. Mm-hmm. She was a rose among the thorns. I'm Shwabanis. What if first of all I'm not a rose? Why are you objectifying me? I don't know, man, but there are certain things. There are women that don't like that. Objectify by object. Like, why was on there?
That's the thing that's wrong with our society, Chumam. That's what's wrong with our society. That's what's wrong with our society. Everyone feels like they have a right to do whatever they want to be. Yes, you can, but don't try and change those that have been living this kind of life.
That's it's like inserting this agenda.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to speak about this, and I feel like we're going to change the subject a little, but I don't want to, even if we get it, I don't want us to spend over 10 minutes or 5 minutes on it.
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing that's happening with the people that change their genders, the LG.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. Once Charlie Kirk had an opinion about them, then he got shot. It's like, it's either you say we are good or you don't. That's why I see that in my mind I didn't want to speak about it. But they assassinated him just because he started attacking Abayana Banu specifically, because he was attacking black people, he was attacking his students, he was attacking poor people, but he was never assassinated for it. The assassination came when he actually started attacking transgenders. And then he got assassinated. And then the killer got found within the next 48 hours,
okay.
meaning that we knew it's a government, it's like a government thing. So now, what I was saying is, these guys are enforcing
they are enforcing people to say,
let's change genders.
It's okay, call me a woman. You're not. First of all, in this country, I'm going to say this again. Especially in South Africa, because I've never been anywhere else. But being a woman in South Africa is a risk. Imagine uzondifaka toilet nenye. Do you know there was a story, I don't know if it was true, but it was circulating around the internet, that there's a man ozenza transgender asebenzise i-toilet ze-female afika rape umuntu ongumama pha. And then umuntu is gonna, I'm not saying umana do what you gotta do, it's your own life, but don't
enforce it.
Don't enforce
the problem
it.
is enforcing. Like, I don't care that
like
you
why
are
would enforce that? And you telling me, umana, oh no, why are you like this? Don't enforce it.
And do you know who catches the most stray in all of this situation? The person that catches the stray. Do you know that? Yes, I understand women are in trouble. Yes, I understand that women are being killed. And I was raised by a woman. I am raising a female child. Like, I know the whole situation.
Yeah.
But do you know it's actually hard to even be a man who's innocently living in South Africa, who's not doing the things that those guys that are created by Satan and the devil are doing? Because now, as a Yolani Chokyana who has never abused a woman in his whole life, who has never touched a woman, who has never raped who has never done all of those crazy things. Now what happens is, now you have to be in this box. Now you have an opinion, right, about a certain thing, but you can't say it. You know, because once you start saying, it's gonna be like, he's for. But you can tell that no, man, there's more to this, and I don't know if
the thing is, I get you. The thing
now,
is,
there are women that are actually using Lendo Yoba, it's difficult to be a woman, to their advantage, and putting niggas in jail.
Yeah, that's another point.
Yeah,
you know,
so
when it comes to this whole entire thing, your transgenders and all that, for me, I think because kuka ne cancel culture, for many sake, but people are allowed to say what they want to say, and they are allowed to believe what they want to believe.
I'll tell you something about my King Williamstown friends in Nangongo, and they're my friends. I love them with all my heart.
Yeah.
But I'm judging them, but I cannot speak because it's a very, very, very touching subject.
But
and once you speak on it, I'm judging them because there was a situation whereby they could call Ilandeka Toy, whereby there was a child that was raped in school. They my famous straight to Mama Ilandeka. Justice for Tweke. There was actually that situation whereby, okay, this happened to this child, and everyone was just full force in, right? There was like the country came to a shutdown. Every place it was. I was like, okay, let me watch this. Let me see how this is gonna play. Came and then. And then all of a sudden there were questions asked, and then everyone that was for that just switched and kept quiet. No, not Chiga. They just kept quiet. Everyone just faded. No one said, yeah, I know, or whatever. No one took responsibility. No one said, but no, and fought and said, but no, mama, they're right regardless. Or whatever, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
No, no one said no. Wow. Everyone just kept quiet. I'm judging them for that. I'm judging them for that because now we are following the story from them, right? Yeah. We are looking at the story from them. We don't know how the story ended.
Yeah.
But when it was said that this guy did this guy must lose his job. This guy must do
That's
this.
the thing.
And then everyone just jumped in. That's the cancel culture that I hate.
That's the thing
Yes,
about
they're my friends, but I
social
am
media.
judging them. Imagine if that person had to lose their job and then all of a sudden now it's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for me it's like, okay, you want to cancel that person? Fine. Look at the facts.
Stronger.
Look at the facts. Don't get a million people
Yeah.
to really and then to find out, okay, this person didn't do it. Oh, sorry. Let's start over.
You know-
Then life is normal back again. Laundu is gonna have that stigma.
Exactly. I'm gonna make an example. I had a friend of mine, right? And at that time I was with my ex. And my friend was trending. He's a guy.
Which ex? Who joined?
He's a guy. Uyabo. and then I trend. Uyabo.
We'll do it sometimes. Okay, try hard.
Oh yes, he trains, right? And I get angry because I'm anti-GPV, right? And then my ex says, why are you Papa Zela? Like, why are you so emotional about this? Like, why don't you first ask your friend, sit down with him and get to understand what happened? I went, we inbox, but how could you do this? You know what I stand for. Then a poster.
Oh!
My man, that guy was we were very close. And I'm taking the loss, the loss. I screwed up our relationship in Galanda because he was hurt. The relationship here too was never the same. That's top. After a long time, that's top. Daddy Mom, I miss you. We're about Andy. I know things are wrong and stuff like that, and I shouldn't have done that. That was thing. Wanthoka kaloku sozanganthoki nje uyaqhanisa umbiza ngegama. Dawacinga amazwi namfana. And ever since then, whatever that is happening, whatever that is trending, I always make sure that effects in there. There was this other guy, it's my turn to tell my side of the story. Makasaba umntana siyokwenza i-DNA because she knows what she's been doing. Don't. Basikwimilomo abantu kwafumaniseka ukuba umntana engumfana.
That's what I'm trying to say, but I think Facebook, more especially Facebook, I'll tell you right now, Facebook is in the wrong hands. Ever since Facebook started paying people, abantu are just going losing their mind.
It's not even that.
Okay,
it's how
the internet
people
itself.
are. No, it's how people. Abantu bangcolile. Dude, I'm telling you, as South Africa, abantu aboyiki umzekelo sikhansisha ugap ngoku, ugap mhlawumbe uphangela mhlawumbe kwamasipala. Abantu aboyiki ukuya kwamasipala ugap aluze umsebenzi wakhe. You know mna noba unganhetha kanjani, but there are certain things that you don't do. Awusithathiswanga somuntu emoyeni wakhe.
On. You know. Here's what the fuck I'm saying back. Yazi amantombazana are very emotional and iyaba fuck up alone. I'm sorry Chomanga, you stand for a lot of things. But I'll tell you right now. Say uqabana ne baby daddy yakho.
Yeah.
Baby daddy yakho tries. Tries.
Yeah.
Why would you wanna fuck up le indawo imenzela imali for bama ube grand and say no only, and then you try to fuck up the part that makes the money. Now once the part that makes the money is gone,
I have no business in going to umsebenzi wakhe. Like people, I don't understand babantu bacinga njani.
I think when I say that bitterness, for me it's like maybe you're still in love.
Besides, your baby, your
because
baby
once you get that bitter, once you stoop that low, in the process of umisa
turning up your goal, right?
I didn't get it.
sijongene nazo like this is good, right?
Good.
Focus on camera.
Unendaweni
Kaloku ndigobe history.
ungabukela nantsika. Otherwise, no, like even when it comes to
fast.
ngoku sizawumane silindele loo nto
No,
yakho
kaloku
uba
uzocacisa your point and
sharp umphathi wam. But like what I'm saying is abantu 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 nje in general bayazi that bra ukungene kwi-comments zika-TikTok umntu xa abantu xa bese begeza mhlawumbi umntu avela poste into random, but they always find like something negative to say. Kulapho babona khona abantu no man, actually people are not good people. Ile nto uThixo bafuna ubatshabalalisa. Serious. So on regards to that, mna ndifuna siye kule nto kaCharlie. Ndiyayifuna le nto kaCharlie Mesto. Anyway, so Charlie, right, is this white guy who stands for Jesus. And you guys know how I feel about Jesus, right? So for me, benimane ndimbona kwi-algorithm yam, benimane ndimbona because ezinye izinto zika-Trump wethu ndiyathanda uzifollowisha ndizijonge, right? And for me, ndibone into ba mna personally, as much as uMestwe sithi uyama naye and stuff like that, when he started talking about black people, for me, that's when I knew ubana i-agenda yakhe was not actually what we think it was, right? For me, mna, when I started making my research, I saw that i-agenda yakhe was not what people think it was. Abafana noMesto. Mna, I feel like Kirk was a white supremacist. Ezigqumile ngohlobo azigqume ngalo. But I think also khange afumane protection because indaba kaTrump estates is another thing. uTrump akafuni basically, and yena he's pro-Trump. So I think i-assassination yakhe was premeditated because ebeyipusha into kaTrump uba abantu babe ngumntu abantu bamthanda uTrump bathini. So I feel like mna uMesto uyayithetha le nto yakhe kaCharlie and stuff, but for me mna I don't like the guy. I honestly don't. And he was a white supremacist, I believe. Personal, that's my personal opinion. I feel like he was a white supremacist trying to cover whatever he's trying to cover. The way he spoke about blacks and the way he continued saying that abantu abamnyama estates by-population encinci, but ever since bafumana freedom befumana nezinto i-crime inyukile. Do you know ubana how many white people do diabolical things in the States?
Chomama, I think you misunderstood me when I was speaking about this guy. And I don't think that's a conversation we had here. I think it's a conversation that we were having over the phone. I never said that I stand for him or I believe in whatever he was saying. All I said was that, if you remember, I even put out a status where I said that transgenders run the world. I had hoped that he was actually gonna be paralyzed, at least not dead, because I do not wish death on anyone. Me, I did not like the guy. I've been following the guy. I've been listening to what he was doing to his students, how he was traumatizing students, how he was belittling students. This thing about black people, for me, white people belittling black people has become so much of a norm for me that it does not hurt me anymore. In a sense that, can you listen? In a sense that if a white person belittles me, it won't hurt me. Instead, I will respond. React? No, I will respond. And I will belittle that person as much as I can. I will not emotionally act over racism. Because for me, it's, what do we expect? For me, it's a matter of, yeah, like, what do you expect? We're not gonna be equal. Like, we are never, ever, ever gonna live in a world that it's balanced. It's not gonna happen. So I've accepted that, and for me, it's easier for me to maneuver, because if you are now saying that I'm a monkey, I'm not gonna go, how can you say I'm a monkey? I'm a black person. I'm struggled. I'm struggled. I need to. No, that's not what I'm saying you're doing.
No, I get you.
I'm saying people go, how can you say I'm a monkey? You're a fucking racist. That's not how I'm gonna react. How I'm gonna react is, you're gonna say I'm a monkey, I'm gonna say yes, I'm a monkey. You know, and then depending on the conversation, I'm gonna look for something to say to the person. However I respond, I'm not gonna be the one to say, this person,
but
because now listen to me. Now the days are over, and I want anyone that's black that's listening, stop being a sissy. Stop crying over racism. It's not gonna change. It's gonna stay there. It's gonna be there, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Ramaphosa not so long ago actually complimented Cape Town. He complimented Cape Town by umasipala wa Bukrene. That's not where black people live. Those pictures, those videos, that is not where black people live.
Where they look at your face and they're able to trust you to overtrust
nothing, absolutely nothing. It's taking care of the white people. So racism is not gonna change. Get it into your thick fucking skull. It's not gonna change. What the fuck is you gonna do about it? Is what matters. Don't fucking say, the one thing that you can do is there, right in front of you. It's there. It's there. Just stop being so fucking lazy and complaining and say, why Tina's not Tinanga? The DA is not gonna cater for black people. ANC is not gonna cater for black people. EFF is gonna make black people fight because they're gonna aggressive. These things are not gonna make anything better. The only thing that's better that you can do for yourself is be so selfish so much that you can actually build something for yourself, because there's a war coming. I'm not lying. Yo.
There's a war coming. But make believe
I know when we like a world war. Now I'm speaking about us, sort of. Because there's a Zimbabwean that came out. There's a lot of things that can happen that actually trigger things.
That I don't like is the fact that you are coming here as a white person, or whoever you are, and you are degrading blacks, right? And no, my man, you are degrading blacks, right? Which is something we call it's generational, it's part of you, whatever. But that I want us as black people to sustain within our children, because within the next generation, is that Tina Sikule is abelungu this, abelungu that. We need to get to a point where our children understand that being black is not wrong. This is where I'm getting at.
How many years have we been?
Mamela, listen. Ne? It's a skill. It's a skill. Must listen. So when it comes to being black, we need to teach abantwana bethu, and we need to fight back when it comes to racism. Ndiyayiva le nto ithethayo yobana asi-emotionalize, but we need to find a way abantwana bethu ba-understand uba uba ngumntu omnyama is not a bad thing. Because
do you know how it starts? Do you know how it starts? It starts with where now?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's where it starts. And how does it start? It starts with Nomdo Bugere. And it doesn't start with complaining. Don't complain. Don't complain.
The fact that when you are pushing agenda to disregard abantu abamnyama, and then
that's not what I'm doing.
That's what I'm saying. No, like I'm talking about black people. About poster Charlie. Abati, he was a man fighting for God. Don't. That person was a white supremacist. but he was hiding himself under Yobana.
That's why I'm saying I don't want to talk about those type of people. Do you know what's happening now? You remember the history whereby we were taught about white people and that's what the whole situation. So you go to physics, then you went to history. Like you got there and all you were taught about was how white people were superior, and now we are entertaining this Charlie Kirk thing. I don't want us to be dwelling on this Charlie Kirk thing a lot, because it's like now we are giving a platform clan negativity that I hate so much. That's why I hate that negativity. It's picture this as a black person, right? As a black person, look at yourself, and I'm gonna compare because I love football, right? I'm gonna compare. No, I just wanna compare something and get it this way. Black people are like the Cristiano Ronaldo of football. Listen. Kalogo, you're rolling your eyes. Here's what happens. When Cristiano Ronaldo is about to go into the field, especially at his prime, right? He would get booed. Boards would be there because they're trying to put him out of the game. Because they know once he unleashes his beast mode, once he's fully him and comfortable and they know what he can do. So the best thing to fight him, the best way to fight him is put him the first goal, put him down the first goal, put him down the first goal. Because once he's comfortable and you are not actually suppressing that person can be the best thing that's ever happened to football. That's how a black person is. A black person can live through a storage. A black person can and prosper and be very beautiful going to a waterfront.
Of course.
And be the most presentable person there. But they coming from a storage allowed.
A chosen generation.
A person can come from a Camps Bay. A white person can come there and go there and not even look as sexy as that black person. Because that person, and if you look at that black person, those businesses that those white people have,
it's sustained with the blacks.
Exactly. Now imagine if that person has that idea and builds something of his own. Why do you think they are cancelling podcasts so much?
The thing is this.
Why do you think they're trying so hard to cancel podcasts?
Division among them. It has been premeditated. It's the devil's work. I saw the secret rebellion. But what I'm saying, I'm shout out to you. I'm glad that you finally spoke about this. I'm very pro-black and I love
I'm just trying to say don't be cowards, man.
Black people are a remnant. They are a chosen generation. They are God's creation.
On to celebration. Guys, we're on 400 subscribers. Guys, we're on 400 subscribers. Guys, we're on 400 subscribers. Guys, let's thank everyone, guys. No, let's thank everyone, guys. We're on 400 subscribers. And we are keeping. So who kept the who kept said to me this other day, once we get to 500, we're gonna celebrate. We have to celebrate.
Yeah.
They got too close to 500.
You thought we were gonna get it
Celebrate.
in October.
What are we gonna celebrate?
That's what I wanna know. I also want him to speak right now. What are we planning on doing
We must
to
do
celebrate
something.
500? Because what we did, do you know what we did? We said to Carla, okay, what we're gonna do is when we get to 100, every time we get to 100, we're gonna do something, and then 100, whoop, and then we're on 120. We see, we're 120, 121. Now we're like, okay, let's wait for 200. And boom, I did 3. Now we're saying 5.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Senzani, 500 subscribers.
Shoot, kaloku mhleki. Shoot. Suphethe balloons 500. Hayi kaloku. Ndintombazana ndiyojani sanulibala.
I think I need a host like Nina. Nibe a photo shoot, like a proper photo shoot.
Professional.
But that's not a celebration. It's something that we should have done a long time ago.
Excuse
It's not like celebration.
Yeah.
Funa excuse yoba kunxilwe. Sifuna ushuta.
You know what I was thinking, I think the Dugal Karalka Keba, if you can sing, Because what I was thinking now is we need maybe let's book somewhere with our significant others. With our significant others and actually shoot an episode there. You know? Maybe shoot one episode there.
Yeah, the significant others.
Call it the 500. Exactly. Let's
do 1K.
Yeah, ne?
At least 1K.
So what are we doing?
Now in the like it's to pop champagne just to celebrate. Then of 500 was a balloon.
Exactly.
Then I shoot.
You understand the assignment, my brother. That yeah. Dude.
Ngamenhlala. Dlala sidodwa ngoba mhlala esizolisha sidodwa njalo njalo. So but it's kind of sezolisha because ngoba mhlala ezolisha. Hayi ngwasixhumakana.
Amen.
Angwasizolisa.
Ngwasixhumakala ngamisile.
Yeah.
So guys, we just want to say that we are deeply thankful, and what we're trying to do here is trying to make people love us for us, and it means that you are loving us for us, and this thing is growing a minute and a minute and a minute and a minute and a minute.
This was a very serious episode, hey?
I think it was a constructive one.
Yes, it was very
it was very constructive.
And I love how we are
Hey,
not talking over each other.
So soon.
And I'm your gym.
Hey, that's it.
You money, get MTN.
Hey, I pin out kule nyanga izayo.
Come what uza gym. Come back olela babukeli bakho.
Can't check podcast. Can't check podcast.
Machine.
Can't
Machine.
Babukeli podcast.
Apha ndiyaye kha ingxaka lokungena na khati yabona nje umno wami ngoku ngathi uvuthiwe. Yeah. So ndangena umgephula uzaba yi-fitness coach and ke ngoku I think kafuneka ndibe ne khona umuntu that needs to stand for me because ndisazakhupha nezinyo mansind nisi into yam
litheni izinto kasibona
awubona ndo
kasibona
kaloku central uzakonqena ushutwa ukubili
kaloku kafuneka ndilikhuphe then ndililinde so that kufakwe angayana ze-implant so kafuneka ndilinde xa iqini intlonti
central kaloku during ukulinda kwakho
ubona ndisiterela le izomile imali but yeah at some point okanye I'll shoot man ndinje
whatever ukumanela mfana uthi
but I am going to go to the gym too so a lot of things are going to change man a lot of things are going to change we're doing positivity now we're going to use the podcast money to give me
suqala uba ngusiscammer budget angathi ningavumi babukeli
guys even nidiki wake up ngicela iyabhika lento kuthiwa gap kuba ndinezimunyu then kuthiwa gap kwiphotograph gap
bekufanele uba ugap nguwe
iyaconfuse lento so bese kube kugap oyi-1 so guys subscribe sifike ku-1K so that we can make money isikhawuleze silungisele
ewe nam ndifuna
uba silena then simse-turkey
into anasiso mna tsho hayi bosincincisiso sisikulu wam uyasazi isiso esikhulu
nqube iblouse
yasazi isiso esikhulu
Alright guys, still your boy Mr. What I say. I think I'm happier with this episode and I'll actually watch it again. I think I'll watch this one.
Really is it? I know it's a very constructive show because
it's not one of the best for me. This is not the kind of episodes I like. I don't like this type of
same now for
this type of episodes I don't like.
I feel like it was very serious and it's kind of that we didn't discuss that I thought we were going to talk about.
Okay.
We can. Do we still have time?
No, don't have time.
Don't have time.
It's cool. But
anyway,
there will be time next week.
Dije. Hey.
Utshelwe. Aman.
Oh, uzovela uthi ndimithi.
Ndiyajonga koko ndisozela.
Nditshelwe imali, nditshelwe njani? Awungigqibi noba ndigqiba uthetha, ndizawumitha njani ndingenamntu?
Nditye utshilo.
Ndithe nditye, obungekayindlindi kaloku ndithethe ndigqibe. Nditshelwe imali, ndiskenyiwe.
Njani?
Kakuhle.
Ndinosken.
Uskenywe like umuntu uthatha imali yam.
P. ATM kanye transfer wrong kanye ngene link like I'm trying to understand.
Live.
Cacisa lokho.
Hayibo njani into what acting nathi uyazi?
Hayi man. Leya ngokuya. No man kaloku ngumuntu omnikileyo then wakushaya lo mana uskenywa ushayiwe.
So bendicela xa siphuma apha siye pha ndiyibonile laa ndlela.
Go.
Yabona wena.
Asifane luwara. Masifane luwara. Hayi ndizi. Asifane luwara. Fona luwara.
Kulapha kufutshane phayana.
Kuwara nomfonela for izo ndawo choma mna ndizikhwala.
Yep, nawe.
Ek maak een equipment.
Luwara.
Oh, hayi. Bendifuna nje unixelela loo nto uba ndiskenyiwe.
What are you doing?
Andifuna umbiza.
Jina haya cela mos.
Ndisamrespekta. Zisimali yam ndingekatrendisi.
Hayi so ngiyenda mos lento. Uyasokoleza ne followers.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Enkosi ngesupport yenu. We will try to make it better. Leave feedback. We are here to make it good for you. Ningababukeli bethu. Whatever you guys want us to talk about, you can just uzibhokisa pha kwi-comment. Otherwise, it was a good show, constructive, very serious. Singabantu aba-intelligent.
One of my not so favorite shows, but okay.
Yeah, because kaloku awusenza i-maths late. But anyway, izinto ezi-constructive zizinto esi... Izinto ezi-constructive zizinto esihamba ngazo. Xa uzotha your favorite show yakho njani ufuna kuthweni?
Look, man, my favorite show is the chaotic one. I love it, man. I love those ones.
I show it.
And I need people to understand that at some point those ones will be there. Like all of a Sunday. There'll be those ones. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna be good, we're gonna woo! Yeah. Just to balance.
Yeah. So random convos, like and subscribe. Don't forget, I am still single.
Shout out to Cap Graphics, by the way. Do follow him, Cap Likam, on all platforms. He is the one that actually makes these graphics and these beautiful videos possible.
Shout out to you,
shout out to
my
him,
brother.
and make sure that you follow him if you want the perfect posters, perfect logos, perfect everything that has to do with graphics. So contact that motherfucker, and he's gonna make sure that he makes the most perfect thing for yourself, man. Cap Graphics, always and forever. Let's go and say, Violetu, oh my God.
Woo, that's please.